thought we fought hard today, and we beat a good team today who was really ready to play and came in here excited to compete. And they've got talented players. Jones and Polite especially are very, very good. And I'm just happy that our guys got rewarded this week. We had really hard practices, 4 out of the 5 days, and you just want to see good things happen for kids that are competing and practicing hard and working at it. And at times it was a struggle, and at times it wasn't pretty, but we did a lot of effort things. Our rebounding was really good. I love the way we handled the ball against the pressure. The last 4 minutes of the game when they pressed us full court, we attacked it and scored when we had opportunities. So I thought we showed good poise, and then we just did enough defensively to hang in there against a good team. So again, super happy and really proud of our kids.
Did you get the sense of urgency that you were looking for out of your guys this week?
Yeah, I think we really did. We were, I think we were really trying, and that's what I want to see from our guys is good effort and trying to do the things that we're coaching. And you could tell we were nervous. Guys were very nervous, and we didn't shoot the ball well. We actually I thought we played great offense the first 10, 12 minutes. We had wide open threes everywhere and couldn't make any. A couple air balls, we stuck one in the standard. It just, but we hung in there, and so I was proud of our guys for that. It's easy, when your offense isn't going well like that to let it affect you in other ways, and I thought our guys didn't let it affect them. They just kept competing, and we had to, because Radford is talented. They have good players. They're well set up, and they do good things. They play with poise. It's not a surprise that they've beaten some high major teams.
How much did that 8-point swing that had the flagrant foul kind of in the middle there, how much did that kind of turn the momentum?
Yeah, it was a little, but if you remember, they quickly went right back ahead. So I think if you think it was just that you're missing the point of the game. It was a factor, and I don't even know what happened. I didn't see it, and and obviously we got a couple possessions there, which was great. But there was still a lot of time in the game, and there was a lot of other things that happened. They went right back in front, and so we had to go try to win the game again, and I was proud of our guys for that.
Shelton carried the load in the first half, but how big was it to see guys like David Scarr and Clyde Trapp kind of and Elijah carry it?
It was necessary. I mean, and again, I think we had a lot of nervous guys out there for whatever reason, and just in the first half we were doing good things, and guys were getting shots and couldn't make anything. It was, it's one of those where it's hard because the crowd wants to get behind us. You get an open shot and you miss it, and that happened 6, 7, 8 times at least in the first half. And we couldn't buy a 3 for a long time, and Shelton was the only guy that could kind of keep us going. The other thing that was tremendous about today was for us to win it with Eli only playing 22 minutes, 21 minutes, whatever he played. Those are the games we've been losing. I don't know how many he played against Creighton and Nebraska, but I don't think he played as much. He's not playing 30 minutes in certain games, and there's just a difference. I mean, he's a very, very good player, and when one of your best players is only playing half the time, it's hard for our team to win. And, so to beat a very good team today with one of our best players not being out there, 12 more minutes, that was significant, and proud of our kids.
When Eli picked up that 4th foul with 7.5 minutes left, he was trying to draw the charge. Is that one of those that you'd like to see him just give up?
We have a hard time with him on some of those because there's usually in games that he gets in foul trouble, there's 1 or 2 that you go back and you're like, he really didn't, his first foul of the game, he touches a guy, I guess, on the forearm as he's shooting a 16-foot jump shot, and the kid makes it. So he obviously didn't touch him too hard. But, to even put your hand in there and do that is not smart. Like we tell our guys, if a guy makes a 16, 17-foot jump shot off the dribble, that's not a big deal. That doesn't beat us. But, there's usually in games where he gets in foul trouble, there's at least 2 fouls that he's wrong place, wrong time, shouldn't be there, should know better. And we're trying to coach him to get away from those situations.
When a guy like Clyde is used to seeing Marquise and Shelton carry the load, how hard is it for him to break through and be aggressive as he was in the second half of the attack?
Yeah, it is a little bit. I mean, it's not, it's not as easy, especially if you're not wired to just be like a big-time scorer right away. And, Clyde can score, and but he's still feeling his way, a little bit, and just being 100% comfortable and confident. And it doesn't surprise me that he would take and make a big shot. The corner three, we ran a couple great zone offense actions against them. They went zone there for 3 possessions, I think, kind of in the middle of the second half to try to buy some time and to do something different. We scored every time, and one of them was a great corner three by Clyde. So he made some big plays. And really, to be honest with you, he had a couple really bad plays too, a couple turnovers that, looked like nervous guy. And he just needed to settle in. Obviously, the attack move against the press right in front of me was a great play. But obviously, hopefully, this is going to be a great time for him in his development.
How big of a win was this for you guys to get that confidence back, especially?
Yeah, it's just, as much as anything, just that, it helps when you're working hard and competing in practice and fighting to get better, and you just want to see some results. It's not easy to keep going back to work all the time when you can play pretty well and work really hard and you don't get positive result. That's really hard. I think sometimes people don't understand how hard that is. And Coach Sweeney doesn't have to worry about that. He just wins every game. So then you don't ever have to not feel like you're rewarded. But most of us have to keep fighting. And it was really hard for our guys. And we knew we played poorly defensively against Mississippi State, and so we went to work on it all week and thought we got better at it. Obviously, we still have room for improvement. But you just want to see your guys have some success when they're working as hard as they've been working. And again, Radford was a good team, so this was a good win.
David's offensive evolution, I would say, is that more of a result of him playing kind of unshackled, or is there something specific you went over with him in the offseason?
I think it's a combination. I think he's a better player. I think he's worked on his game. I think some of it is just being more comfortable and confident and just, hey, I'm ready to do these things, and I need to be doing these things. And, I always think it's hard when you join mid-season, unless you're just a crazy alpha male and your team desperately needs you. It's a hard situation. So last year, the way he joined our team, a little bit like Eli a couple years before that, it's just those are not easy ways to get into a team. And I think being part of the first games and developing into the games and getting some rhythm as a regular player helps you in your confidence. And, I thought he played great today.
Brad, is there kind of a blessing in disguise a little bit, or best of a bad situation with Marquise out that you're able to see some other players and get some other combinations in there?
Yeah, I mean, it's, we need to get Marquise back and be a whole team again. We just haven't felt like a whole team all year, and it's been frustrating. I talked about it a little bit, on Friday, and I think our whole team is just kind of, we're trying to fight this thing as best we can, but we just feel like we haven't all been together for practices and rhythm and timing and so while it's really good that some of these other guys are getting more time and minutes, we certainly want to get him back and in the fold sooner rather than later.
How do you balance kind of the lineup blender as opposed to also trying to make sure that you get the game won?
We're trying to win the game, really. I mean, we might make an early sub in the first half or something to give Guy a couple minutes and just, Trey Jemison, we're trying to bring along a little bit. He's only kind of been with us for maybe 2 weeks now, but we're trying to give him a little bit of time just to, keep him moving. But most of the other guys, we're just, we feel like, Hunter Tyson can help us. We do. And, I wish I could have put him in there in the second half to get him a few more minutes. John Newman, I thought, gave us a lot of good things defensively and activity today. Guarding some difficult guards, so that was good. But we're trying to figure out ways to win.
What is the latest on Marquise?
I really don't know. He hasn't done much. So I think he's done a little bit on the Alter G right now, run on the Alter G, and I'm really going to find out a little bit more here. I think probably tomorrow.
Radford didn't make 19 threes like Mississippi State, but they were